What's going on, everyone? It's JDC here. Today we're talking about why Jae'sean is still on the team and why he hasn't been traded yet from the Rockets. So we're just going to be breaking it down, talking about why he's still here and some possible trade destinations for him, because I really don't see a role for him on this team anymore with how young the team is right now and the youth movement here in Houston. So today we're just going to be breaking it down. So if you guys like the video, drop a like down below, press the sub button. It'd be really appreciated. We do NBA content here, but mostly Houston Rockets, obviously with the Jae'sean video today, but we try to sprinkle in some NBA content here and there. So if you guys like what you see, drop a like down below, press the sub button, and let's get the video. So Jae'sean, he got traded at around the first half of the season. After James Harden was traded, it was like a little bit after James Harden was traded, but he got traded with DJ Wilson from the Milwaukee Bucks to the Houston Rockets for PJ Tucker, and they also gave up a first round pick to the Rockets, so which ended up turning into Josh Christopher in this draft. So honestly, I'm very happy about how this all went. I think Houston traded the Milwaukee's pick, I want to say next season. I'm not too sure what happened, but we definitely got a first round pick in exchange for Augustine and DJ Wilson, who these two were actually very surprising for us, especially DJ Augustine, because he was pretty much electrifying from the moment he came here. So with the Houston Rockets, did average 11 points per game, did average 4 assists, and then it did average 2 rebounds. So Augustine, he did shoot 39% from the three and 42% from the field, which is very great for him. He is just 5'11", which is pretty surprising. I thought he was 6 foot, but 5'11", very short, 183 pounds, was playing the point guard, was drafted in 2008 NBA draft, the 9th overall pick to Charlotte. So Augustine, he was very surprising for us. Did shoot 91% from the free throw line and only played in 6 games. So actually only 20 games. So wasn't all that much. He did play in Milwaukee before. Houston obviously, did play 37 games with them. For Milwaukee, wasn't really getting too many minutes. Only got 19 minutes. Where in Houston, he did get 21 minutes. So with the Milwaukee Bucks, only did average 6 points per game, did average 3 assists, and did average 1 rebound. So his stats are way better in Houston because he did get more free run. Obviously, with all the injuries happening at that time, John Wall injured, KPJ injured, Christian Wood getting injured again. Kelly Olynyk was the only, well, not really like the only ball handler on the team, but someone that can handle the ball better than anyone else on the team. And then also we had DJ Augustine off the bench, so who was also injured for like, I want to say pretty much 2-3 weeks at that time. So yeah, Augustine, he definitely surprised a ton of people. He was actually dropping some double-digit games. The last game against the Atlanta Hawks did drop 18 points, did drop a steal, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. So, and it did shoot 40% from the three and 45% from the field that game. So, Augustine, he did have a ton of double-digit games with us, which is actually pretty surprising for someone of his caliber because he is 33 years old. He's going to be turning 34 in November, so that's going to be something to look at because turning 34 on a pretty young team with people like KPJ, who's 21, Jalen Green, who's only 19, Christopher's only 19, Shane Green 19, Gruma 19. Like we have all these young guys. I don't really see a fit for DJ Augustine left other than for veteran experience, which is something that's going to be important for a young team like us. But we already have veterans like John Wall, Eric Gordon right here, so we don't really need a need for DJ Augustine. And he was actually pretty impressive, like I said earlier. Did average over the season combined with the Milwaukee Bucks 8 points per game, did average 2 rebounds, and did average 3 assists. So I don't know, man. Augustine, I definitely think I'm looking to trade Augustine with maybe House, because House doesn't really have a role on this team either. Both of them really, well, I don't say like DJ Augustine lost his role. He never had a role on the team to begin with. Daniel House did have a role last year, but obviously with the things happening in the bubble and how injury prone he was this year, well, last season, it just doesn't make any sense for it to keep them on the team. So if I'm the Rockets, I'm looking to pair Augustine and House. We could honestly get some like random ass bench player, but it clears up DJ Augustine's contract because he is going to be making a ton of, well, not a ton of money, but he's going to be making some money off the bench, and that's honestly not what we want to look at because Augustine, we don't want to be paying him, was it 6 million off the bench when he's not going to be playing anything. So Augustine, if I'm the Rockets, if I'm Rafael Stone, I'm looking to pair him with maybe House, maybe Eric Gordon, maybe get Gordon and Augustine and House out here, depending on what the trade value is right there. Eric Gordon should have some value because the Indiana Pacers were looking into him because they want a player that has no longer contract. So Eric Gordon should have some value to especially championship contending teams. The only problem is obviously his contract. And Augustine, he could be someone that could be a pretty decent backup point guard. He is still very great. Well, not great, but he is very decent at the point guard position. He's a little bit undersized, 5'11", 183 pounds. So he is going to get bullied by bigger guards. So that's something to look at. But he is going to be playing the backup point guard. He wasn't all that bad. It's just his frame, his body build, his body type is not really where it wants to be for the point guard position. A little bit undersized. 6 foot would have been fine, but 5'11" is way too short. So yeah, the Rockets, if I'm the Rockets, I'm definitely looking to trade him. Gotta pair him up with someone else. Eric Gordon, Daniel House, someone. At least maybe Kyrie Thomas, because I don't really see Augustine on the team anymore than the next season or the season after that. So the Rockets need to get rid of his contract. Yeah, he is making $7 million this year, which sucks. So I don't know. Augustine, it was fun while it lasted. He did drop a lot of pretty surprising games. Did drop 21 one game, which is pretty surprising. But yeah, the Rockets definitely need to look to trade him. I don't know why he was on the team in the first place. He is taking up a roster spot, which is something to look at. Because we also have people like Armani Brooks, who just signed a 10-day exhibit contract with the Houston Rockets. And we also got people like Jae'sean Nix, who we signed a few days back on 10 days. So yeah, he's taking up a roster spot. We need to trade him ASAP. Maybe trade House, who's also taking up another roster spot. And hopefully we get something in return, at least maybe someone that's decent off the bench, or maybe a decent role player that we can hopefully use. So that's the end of the video. My name is JDC, and I'm out. Peace.